Hey guys, how's it going? I'm on Nitro Boost right now, finding hot seeds every day, and today I have another special treat for you, another top 5 video, and today we have a super spawn with a super artistic boat integrated into a village. I'll show you what I mean by that a little bit later. I also have a seed with a Pillagers Outpost right by a mansion among other awesome stuff on it, a desert village in a mushroom biome with ocean ruins disguising themselves like desert structures, a seed I got off the internet with a desert village stuck between 3 rare biomes, and finally a god tier seed, well, also packed with rarities. If it's your first time to the channel, the name's MazBro, and do consider subscribing, it would help the channel a lot. This here is actually my survival world, built on an awesome seed, which I will reveal pretty soon. Down there, that's not really a village, I actually made that, but it was a village previously. These are trading halls, I love how they look, very natural. And out in the distance, that's a villager breeder, and next to it, or rather behind it, are iron golem farms that work super efficient, but actually look like modern villas. So a lot of cool stuff on my channel, do check it out, stay subscribed. Again, these are Java seeds, folks, so if you're looking for bedrock seeds, I have a whole playlist on that. Just check the video description or just check the playlists on the front page of my channel. Copy paste the seed numbers, make sure there are no spaces behind or in front of the seed numbers, or you will not get the results that you expect. Without further ado, let's go load up this world. Okay then, let's start this one with a bang, shall we? This here is a general overview of the map, and as you can see right by spawn, let me see if I can get my mouse there. We do have a Pillagers Outpost right by a mansion, which is rare. It's rare. And I actually found a lot of seeds like this, right? I've been searching a lot, and sometimes, well, the Pillagers Outpost is inside the mansion, but the mansion takes precedence, so you only see like the top bit of the Pillagers Outpost, which is not so cool. I wanted the Pillagers Outpost to be sort of an external thing, like maybe something guarding the mansion to make it extra challenging and still functional, so I managed to achieve that. Minecraft just crashed, so I'll be back with you in a second. So this spot here, that's where you spawn, under the shade, very nice and comfy, and as soon as you look towards your front side right there, we already have our mansion. It's right in front of us. Check this out, let me just fly straight to it, and boom, isn't that super? I really wanted to start the first seed with a bang, just to let you know that there's so many more cool things coming. Now, as I mentioned earlier, on some of my other attempts to find seeds like this, sometimes the Pillagers Outpost will just pop up somewhere over here, like literally just the top part, so that sort of renders it useless. It doesn't really work. I don't know if it still spawns mobs when that happened, but this is just so much better. It literally looks like an elite mansion with its own security task force ready to fend off any of you Steve or Alexes out there. Comes complete with an assortment of horses, so whoever owns this mansion must be pretty rich. I wish I was that guy. Mandatory screenshot time. Because folks, in this channel, you're not gonna find clickbait. If it's on my covers, it's on the seeds. Nothing I hate more than some of those, well, I used to go to YouTube to look for awesome seeds, and sometimes, like, I see these videos with, like, oh, there's a village in a mushroom biome, and the whole village looks like it's made out of mushrooms, and I'm like, you can do clickbait, but at least make it real. I don't know, that's just my personal rant. Anyway, on we go with the seed, because there's so many more awesome things coming in this seed as well. So before we go even further, I actually want to just go inside this mansion real quick, because, well, a lot of the spots are just so amusing for me. Sometimes you see these weird duck statues. Wait, chicken statue. There are no ducks in Minecraft. This seems to be the boxing ring right here. Creeper against a zombie. We know how that will go. Illager mural right here. Guys, I'm very disappointed. I could not find a chicken statue here, but something interesting here is we actually have the terrain creeping on top of the mansion, which is always a pretty cool thing to have. In fact, I actually had this one seed where it actually crept all the way to the top and you couldn't see half of it. That was cool. Anyway, next point of interest on this seed. And in case you haven't noticed yet, the coordinates are always on the top left, over here, right on top of my head. That's the coordinates, so if you need to look for something, that's where it is. So over here, we have a decent village. It's a plains village, well, not too far from spawn. Anything within 2,000 blocks for me is not far. I love villages, guys. I think they form the most unique parts of a seed, and this one is sort of a wild west plains village. When you have plains structures inside a desert, it just looks so wild west, and I absolutely like it. So this here is a different village, but we're still sort of sticking with the theme. It's a wild west village again. although not as Wild West as the earlier one, but perhaps this one is a little bit more interesting just because of the fact that a lot of the structures are on different layers, and you have a nice little lagoon on this side of the village over here. And I do like the fact that over there, in case you haven't noticed, there is a ruined nether portal that is basically under some poor villager's house. Either it just popped there magically, or this guy is looking for trouble. I'm thinking the latter, probably. Let's go see what's in the chest. Golden sword with looting, they break fast, and golden leggings with curse of vanishing. That's pretty much useless, we'll just trash that. Quite a few caves leading under the village here. Feel free to explore. I'm probably not going to at the moment. Decent village. Anyway, some of you might ask, why don't I just stop at the main highlight, which was like that mansion with the Pillagers Outpost? Well, you know, when you play on a world, are you just gonna build on one place? You're gonna get bored. You want to move somewhere else, and you can start a new world, get all your resources again, or you can find a seed that has tons of good stuff. So it's worth checking the details, folks. And here is our next detail on these locations over here. I am dual wielding torches. That is so badass. Okay, that light looks so much better. Now, this is a pretty nice, I love mountain biomes, they look really cool, and we got nice floating islands up here. Over on this side, we actually have a ruined nether portal stuck on the sides of a mountain. If you actually dig through it, you'll probably find the ruined nether portal somewhere in there. As you can see, lava flowing out already. Probably not worth it, although it's worth noting on one of my series, which I have not posted, it was very exciting to actually finally find a ruined nether portal inside a mountainside wall, because I didn't want to make my own nether portal. I actually wanted to do it proper, find a ruined nether portal and travel through there. So be sure to watch my hardcore series. It was fun playing it. I hope it's fun to watch as well. But what I actually wanted to show you guys here is, if we move back, we have this awesome little shipwreck overground. I like how the front part sort of like crashed into that mountainside. I wouldn't say he's docked there. He pretty much crashed into it. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Let's check out the loot though. Oh, there we go, diamonds. Coordinates on the top left. If you want diamonds and emeralds for free, just craft a boat and go all the way here. Okay, treasure chest number 2. Are we gonna get diamonds again, folks? Let's find out. I can't open the chest for whatever reason. Oh, okay. Buried treasure map and lots of books. Books are really useful, especially if you play the kind of hardcore series that I play. You'll see why later. You'll see why later. Books are my most treasured asset. Right, first of all, I'll admit this is a little bit far away from home. 3,000 blocks, but come on, that's not too far. It's not far at all. It's very much reachable. Get a horse, get a boat, maybe like 15 minutes of traveling. It's not that long. So coordinates on your top left, I'm gonna just hide it for a second because I want to show you the village. Well, taiga villages, they don't really generate inside a giant tree taiga biome. They don't. They generate in a taiga biome, which is the one on this side. Occasionally, they will creep their way inside a giant tree taiga biome. And giant tree taiga biomes are among the rarest in game. They're just not celebrated as much because, I mean, they don't look as unique as, say, a bamboo jungle or maybe a Badlands biome or a mushroom biome, but well, once you start to get the beauty, it's actually super awesome. I mean, large trees everywhere. I mean, have a look at that. That just looks so cinematic, especially when the sunlights are creeping in. If you play Bedrock with RTX, or if you play the PC version with shaders, it just looks, well, it looks fantastic, I gotta say. I mean, check that out. I love that. Anyway, back to the village. So I wanted to take a moment to appreciate the layout of this village right here. So, well, there's a river that separates that side, and the villagers have kindly built a little bridge over here. The layout, I think, is super neat. It's very well organized, I'd say, for a taiga village, well, set up in between a forest like this. The houses are neat. Even though there's so much hills going up and down on the terrain, they manage to actually make things look really good. There's even this little viewing point area down here that leads down to a dock where you actually have some turtles down here as well. Well, basically, that's the view from the top. I like it. Next point of interest. Right, so on these coordinates over here, we actually have a nice little desert island. Yes, it is an island, a rather large one, but well, there's water all around it, so that should pretty much classify it as an island. So if you're looking for a desert holiday retreat, want to build something over here, I think this is a pretty good spot. I mean, you have access to villagers nearby. And another cool feature of this little island over here is you have your very own desert pyramid right over here, right inside the city. It's quite glitchy as well, which is always a feature that I like very much. If I go to spectator mode over here, as you can see, some of the houses are actually inside, well, yeah, they are inside this desert pyramid. Gets pretty dark, but I am curious as to see what kind of loot we'll get here. Torch, please. Okay, crap. More useless stuff. Yeah, let's blow this place up. That wasn't pretty useful. Okay, there we go. Right, next point of interest. So I sort of coined the term Alpine Village, just because when I see a village that is partially in a plains biome and then it goes up into the mountains, it very much feels like one of those alpine resorts. This one is a pretty cool one. You've got houses all the way down at the plains section, you've got farmland at the middle level over here, and once you go up, you have the mayor's house, or that's what I like to call it. And there is also a blacksmith over here. Here are the coordinates, by the way. Let's just get inside and hope there's some diamonds. Diamonds are always good, so let's have a little peek. Diamonds, 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 and right, scratch that. And other than the village itself, I also like how that house is under a cliff. Get ready to get some landslides down there, and let's not take away from the fact that the scenery around here is just absolutely gorgeous. This piece of rock is pretty interesting. Is that floating? Oh, wow, that's a very low floating piece of rock. There's nothing under it. That is pretty cool. I like that. I'd say this area here is a pretty neat spot to build if you should decide to do so. Well, actually, the plains area is probably better. There's so much space there, but I don't know. I like building at tight places. Right, so at these coordinates right over here, I'd like to say that this is pretty unique. It does not happen too often, folks. This is a completely waterlogged, swamped biome. I don't see too many of them, to be honest. It's always next to something else, usually, but in this case over here, waterlogged. So I thought I'd put that in as well. 2 more highlights to this seed and it'll be worth it. So right by the swamp biome, if we actually swim underneath, there's actually bits of exposed stronghold, like literally just tiny bits here and there, but that does not satisfy my needs, so I decided to search a little bit more and we found something a lot better. Let's head straight to it. So on these coordinates, top left, exposed stronghold all the way from here, and as we just move along these ocean beds, we can keep going around, and it's massive. It goes all the way until here. It probably extends even more. So on these coordinates you can find the end portal room, and well, there's 2 ender eyes, which is not bad considering that they already lowered the rates of, well, them popping up. Anyway, with that said, let's continue on to the next seed. I hope you guys liked this first one. That spawn I thought was amazing. Thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't, and let's just jump straight into it, shall we? That didn't work. Right, there we go. Oh, and word of advice, don't do the end with shaders. It's gonna suck. Alright, time for seed number 2. Seed number on your screen. So we're already in the world, and I gotta say, I've just found this seed literally this morning, so it's still fresh in my head. That's the general overview of the whole map. We got a mushroom biome nearby, which is always pretty useful. I'm not really gonna go there because it's just a mushroom biome. You know what it looks like. Let's just go check the awesome stuff out. So before we actually explore the spawn point, which is actually the highlight of this seed, I wanted to show you guys just a few things that are... Wait a minute. Okay, I gotta get rid of that map first. Here we have a Taiga Village. It's, wait, there we go. Coordinates are now on your screen. There's something unusual going on here, and if you haven't spotted it yet, there is a ruined portal built under someone's house. Actually, that's the second one today. I'm wondering if this is like in trend or something. Wait, does this chest belong to the house, or does it belong to the ruined portal? Okay, that's a ruined portal chest. Unbreaking sword and curse of vanishing leggings. Why always curse of vanishing? Other than that, the village is pretty standard. It was just pretty cool to have a ruined portal underneath. Off to the next one. Right, even though spawn is super awesome, this is worthwhile. If you watched my previous videos, I've been mentioning how I really like those flower sort of biomes. It's I don't know, it got to me. It just adds that layer of beauty. So here we have a plains village that has tons of flowers on it. As I turn around, there's even more flowers on this side, which it just looks nice. It looks like a place that you'd want to live in, sort of. And as you start looking from this side over here, you start to see that the layout of the village is actually really nice, with this apothecary building laid out up top. I mean, it looks like one of those medieval like castles, like you got like that big old structure up top. I just like the way this village is laid out, but as we pass by the village and go to this side, this is where I think things start looking really cool. I love how there's like this sort of cliff thing going on with all the flower, I think it's a roof forest? Sorry, a flower forest biome? Oh yeah, it's a flower forest biome. Yep, just this bit over here, to me, it just looks very... yeah, nice. Spot on. I like that. We've got some of the village structures and light posts down here. It would be a great spot to build sort of a garden if you should choose to build over here. We even got a floating flower over here. That is magical. Anyway, enough with the flowers. It's making me sound a bit soft. Even though I said that I wasn't gonna show the mushroom biome, we might as well just stop by real quick. This is what it looks like. It's around 600-ish blocks long, so enough to build whatever you want. So yeah, if you want to build safe, no mob spawns, go ahead and do it in the mushroom biome. Alright folks, let's go to the main highlight of this seed. We'll just take the leap of faith down to the mushroom biome and respawn back to... that face... that face always gets to me. Don't look at me like that. Alright, so this is exactly where you spawn. You spawn at a village, and it is a very good one, I tell you. It's a very good one. So let's start exploring a little bit. Let's just walk. I mean, we've been flying around all the time. Walking is good for exercise. Let's check out the loot. Lots of food, lots of wood, and whatever. And let's check out the next house. Well, 2 grindstones. That's pretty useful. And you get an iron chestplate and iron sword right off the bat. And some food as well. By the way, I read the comments, and one of you folks told me that I actually should explore the loot at spawn, because that is very useful information, so that's what I'm doing. A fox, always useful to have if you can tame them, because they're a little bit difficult to tame, but there were berries earlier, right? Third house. Whoa, hey, what happened here? This is right, it's flooding. Is it supposed to be like that? Why would anybody want a flooded house? But alright, is that why? No. Whatever. Oh, by the way, right behind that village is a jungle biome, which is always very nice to have. We also have a cave right behind the village. I'm not going down there, a bit scared. You know, I like this detail to Minecraft houses. So Taiga villages are supposed to be pretty cold, right? That's why they have double doors sometimes. One door here, one door there. That should ensure that the middle part is, well, warm for sleeping. Unless you break the windows. Wake up, not time to sleep. Oh wait, oh crap. Did I sleep? No. Alright, okay. Useless stuff there as well. Great. Right, so that was all the loot. That wasn't much, to be honest. What a nice sunset behind me. Now let me show you the main highlight of this village. Sunset time again. It's more dramatic. Okay, so this is the only house that I haven't explored yet. Yeah, you'll see why this is awesome. I mean, check out that view. I would love to live here. Right, I was gonna whack him off the bed, but, well, you don't do that to kids, so... Emeralds. The kids has emeralds, so you can't really whack the kid from the bed, but you can take his emeralds. Lots of bread, food, got some sweet berries here. But here's the interesting part. So check out that window, nice view. Check out that window, nice view. Check out that window, no view. So you might be wondering what is in there. So if I break these windows, what the hell is this? It's the secret room right from this villager's house. So as you go inside here, let me just light the place up. This is actually a jungle pyramid. It's just connected to that villager's house. I think that is uber cool. I think this would be a great spot to make as your starter base. I mean, it has good views as well, that's for one. How often do you see a jungle pyramid inside someone's house? That's super cool. So let's just let's check out the loot that this has. I think I still remember the combinations for these. That should open it up, right? So that was pretty awful. We'll just break our way through on this side, and wait, that's the wrong way. Okay. Oh, a villager got stuck. I just saved him. Anyway, so hopefully there's good loot over here, and there's someone's... Is that someone's house up here? Yeah, that's gotta be someone's house, but you should not wander around here. You're gonna get hurt. Oh man, the loot sucks. But anyway, let's go to spectator mode, go out. Let me just show you what that actually looked like. Have a look at that. It's literally integrated. This is nice. I like it. This deserves a screenshot. Okay, cameraman, ready? I don't really have a cameraman. Alright, so there's actually one more cool thing about this seed. I mentioned this early on in the video. There is a pretty artistic shipwreck over here. It's almost as if it's intended to be here. I mean, think about it. In this day and age where people like to build like all these wacky sort of like houses or huts or decorations, if you go to a fancy beach bar, this sideways shipwreck is like the perfect hangout place. Like you just open these up. I was hoping they would open the other way, actually not that way. Okay, we fixed that. So that's basically a place to hang out, right? And you got the roof on top of you, and then this great view up ahead, and then this bell that you use to turn on notifications. But yeah, all in all, I actually really like the way this boat looks. It's just a perfect addition to a town that is packed with feature-rich uniqueness. Taiga Village, Oceanside, Shipwreck looking like a decoration, as well as a jungle pyramid stuck with a house. So yeah, that is seed number 2, and I really like this one, guys. I hope you like it too. As usual, thumbs up if you do. Tell me what you like about these seeds, by the way. Tell me what kind of seeds you'd like me to find. I always listen to everyone's comments, so do say hi, do write something. I'll be sure to listen. So that's seed number 2. Let's hop on over to number 3. Okay, this is seed number 3. Feel free to type or copy paste. Alrighty, this is where we spawn for seed number 3. Not a bad spawn location. This is right at a jungle biome, and if we look to our right side, there's a mushroom biome. It's always super convenient to have a mushroom biome right by spawn, but that in itself would not make me put a seed into a video. So let's just explore around. It's not the biggest mushroom biome around. I've seen bigger ones. I know, I've seen bigger ones, but check that out. We have a village right by the mushroom biome. Looks super cool. And check this out, we have structures inside the mushroom biome, not just inside the mushroom biome. Some of these desert structures are actually in a plains biome, which is like, that's just double coolness for me. So 2 structures in the mushroom biome, and then we also have, wait, there's 3 in the mushroom biome, that's not too bad, and 4 and 5 and 6, so 6 structures, but no, not really. As much as you might think this pretty much belongs to a mushroom village, it doesn't belong. If you're not sure what this is, it's actually an ocean ruin, so you will have drowners spawning from over here, but it also means you have a lot of loot from the get-go. Buried treasure map number 1, and there should be more on these sides as well. There's the chest. Oh, ouch, wrong mode. Okay, Unbreaking 3 fishing rod. Okay, chest number 3, another buried treasure map. Great, and rotten flesh, best loot. Since we're at spawn location, let's raid the village, and I'll just come back with you with the total loot haul. Right, 1 cartography table over here, lots of bread and cacti. Lots of hay bales to trade back with the farmers later. Oh, and I should also mention, since you have these ocean ruins here, farm for tridents. Oh, that's cool. There's like this tiny strip of Mushroom Island right here and there. Oh, check that out. We got a ruined portal right behind the village as well. Might as well check to see if there's any loot there. Oh, golden leggings with blast protection 4. That can be useful for certain situations. Depth Strider, great, you can wear it when you're looking for a treasure. Projectile protection is sort of so-so. Golden sword, well, it's almost a full set of tools, not too bad. Back to the village. Book here, more food. Where's the diamonds? There's no diamonds yet. Sorry to disappoint you, but in terms of loot, nothing too special. But then again, loot is not so hard to find, so doesn't really matter. Let's take a good screenshot of this mushroom village. Now here's what I need to do. I need to get an angle where I actually get the village and the mushroom biome and the jungle, because both of them are rare biomes, and this is just such a great combo. And perhaps the ocean ruins as well. Well, that's kind of hard. Let's just take an aerial view. If anyone here is familiar with photography, you'd get the point where certain things look better in different lighting. So I'm trying to get a certain light level that shows everything in detail. I think this one is good because it gives you the silhouettes from the houses. It gives you this, for example, if I were to take the picture on these light levels, the village is flushed out. Like, people can't really see shit. So if I just do this at something like sunset or sunrise, still a bit hard. That was sunset. Let's try sunrise. That's pretty good. I think that's perfect. Okay, this is the screenshot. Okay, I like that. Right, so before we get done with this seed, there's 2 interesting things that I want to show you real quick. Again, diversity is good, so let's just check these out super fast. So over on these coordinates here, which is not far from spawn at all, if you're tired of the desert mushroom sort of vibe and you want to look for something cooler, We've got a snow village right here. It's quite an interesting layout. You've got like this little rock with some of the houses being up top. Looks pretty good, and it's also next to the jungle biome that we've just passed by earlier. There's stuff going on underneath as well, including a cave system filled with baddies if you'd like to explore them, but not for now. And as usual, the houses on top, I always refer to them as the mayor's house. Well, there are a couple over here, and this must be the steward's house. Yeah, alright. Last but not least, around 1,500 blocks away from home, we've got some trees and a bamboo jungle, which is always nice to have. But what I actually wanted to show you here, hang on, is this the right coordinates? Might have got lost here. Hang on. Right, I forgot where the stronghold is, but I did find something interesting very close to spawn, and I thought I may as well put that into the seed review as well. It's a cool little hole down here. No, that's not really it, but if we go into this igloo over here, it's one of those igloos with a basement, so if you go down there... Why is it always so hard to go down ladders? I'm just gonna break my way through it. Whatever. Okay, right, down we go. It's one of the igloos with a basement, so you've got a villager over here and a zombie villager over on that side. And you got all the tools that you need to actually cure them. Just grab it from here and here. Well, what I'm gonna do is just let them do some MMA action. Right, yeah, sorry, I had the map on, but yeah, igloo with basement right here. And that's what it looks like from the outside. Here we have a lonely island, which is, well, it's basically a village on its own island. Pretty cool, very far from spawn, 5,000 blocks, but honestly, nothing is too far. Nothing is too far, unless it's like 30k blocks. Now that's too far. It looks pretty good, and right next to it is an ocean monument, which is a nice feature to have near a village. It's menacing. It gives you a goal to actually conquer that ocean monument right there. And you know what? This makes for a cool screenshot, so I'm gonna grab that. Right, back at spawn. So this was the seed, again, with the mushroom biome with a desert village going into it with all these little ocean ruins pretending to be, well, desert structures pretty much. Right, let's go on to the next one. I still have awesome seeds for you guys. Thumbs up if you liked it, as usual. Giving credits where it's due, I found this seed from guideminecraft.com. So most of my seeds are for myself, but sometimes I like to mix things up because other people have other angles on good seeds. So here's the seed number if you need it. Again, it's on the video description as well. This is where you spawn. The map is revealing itself and it looks pretty interesting. Right, so as usual, I always try and find some extra value on seeds, and let's try and identify if there's anything noteworthy that we could look at other than the main highlight of the seed. Now, this village where my mouse is pointing at, that might be interesting because it's partially on a mountains biome. We do have a lot of ocean monuments over here and here and here and here and here. Actually, that's plenty. That's way more than you need. We've also got a village here, which I believe is a plains village that is adjacent to a desert pyramid, which should look kind of cool, actually. All right, that's not too bad. Actually, we have a desert village over here that's partially in a plains/forest biome. Not too bad. This is a river biome in the middle here. You just don't see the water because when there's structures generating over it, the river becomes, well, feels like my hometown. When you have people trying to populate an area, they build stuff on top of the river and it screws things up for everyone else. Well, apparently the same thing happens in Minecraft, and I'm trying to find that desert pyramid. It's right here. That's not bad. That's not a bad village. I like how this looks. May as well check for the loot. It's a bit dark, but I'm just gonna... alright. Bad loot. Alright, that's way too dark. Much better. Bad loot. Emeralds, not bad. And over here, golden apple and more emeralds. Not too bad. Alright, back to spawn. Let's see why this seed actually made it to a website. It has to be good, so let's have a look. It is good. Oh, damn. Alright, ooh. Yeah, that is good. That is really good. This reminds me of one of my own seeds where I had a desert village squished in between ice spikes and a badlands biome. But I guess this one takes it a step further because it's also next to a jungle biome. So that is pretty sweet. Not a bad spawn at all, and you have a lot of place to build here. You can build on the Badlands side over here. There's enough flat area. You've got a lot of mine shafts as well. Oh, we also have a treasure chest out in the open. Diamonds, 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 golden apple. Another chest over here, and oh, diamond and name tag near spawn. Very nice. Good seed. Right, let's have a look at the loot haul from this village. Actually, before we even do that, let's appreciate how awesome this is. Multi-layered, just the way I like it. You've got houses all the way up top with ice spikes right next to it. Damn, this is good. This is really, really good. You've got some of the villagers' houses in the ice spikes biome, some in the desert bit, well, some almost in the Badlands area, but this is truly a multi-biome village. Awesomeness all the way. I'm struggling to find a good angle for a screenshot here. Ah, that's a good shot. That's a good shot. Let me take my face away. This is just super awesome. It deserves a quick time lapse as we go into the final seed of the day. Thumbs up if you like this one, and again, thanks to guide-minecraft.com for this seed. All credit goes to them, of course. Finally, the last seed of the day. This one is seed number 5, seed number on your screen, and this is the seed map. I'd like to point out that this is the so-called god tier seed as they coin it on seedhunt.net. Basically what it means is you have all the awesome stuff that are necessary for perfect worlds within 2,000 blocks away from spawn, which is all of the important biomes, as well as having 2 witch huts that are side by side. Well, not exactly side by side, but as you can see from my mouse pointers here, they are 200 blocks away or less from each other, meaning you can make a very efficient, well, witch hut farm, which is super useful for you redstone folks. Now, I don't just randomly grab seeds from Seed Hunt, like it actually has to have something awesome on it, because even if you have all these awesome stuff nearby, if there's no cool glitches and stuff like that, not interested. So just a quick overview, we got a jungle biome over here, super cool, bordering a Badlands biome, which is always very nice as well. We've got a mushroom biome over here as well. We've got quite a few ocean monuments, one over here, one down here, another one over here. I might look at the one over here just because it's so close to land, so it might look pretty interesting. The spawn location, obviously there's something amazing going on there. I might check this out. We might have an overground shipwreck over here. We also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jungle temples, which means, well, good opportunity to find loot and perhaps some diamonds as well. We have a mushroom biome. Might not look into it because it's a mushroom biome. You know how it looks like. We've seen it before in this video, so no need to waste your time on that. This might be interesting. I haven't checked that yet. That's a stronghold in deep oceans, which means there's a good chance that it will be an exposed stronghold. Without further ado, let's go step right into the seed. Right, so we spawn inside, well, we're sort of stuck in a jungle. Badlands biome right there, and we'll get back to that. We'll get back to that. So many awesome things to show you first. Right, first things first, at these coordinates, not too far from spawn as well, of course, we got a super Taiga Village. The layout is awesome. It's spectacular. It's, well, parts of it is in the Taiga biome, but most of it is pretty much on this mountain biome over here, and the terrain generation I think is just excellent. Check out all these overhangs going on. Over on this side, you've got villagers, well, exploring, well, taking a walk. It's good to get exercise, especially in times like these. We're living in a strange world right now. Yeah, nice floating rocks, and this piece of rock is not something you want to stand underneath unless you have a death wish. Floating rocks over here as well. Very magical village. You've got farmland all the way up. I don't know why they wouldn't just build it down there. It's just so marked. And we've also got farmland all the way up top. I have no idea why they wouldn't just build it down there. It would be so much more convenient. But then again, some people just like doing exercise. So if you look from up top, it's a very neat looking village. Very nice place to build. And if you want to build here, you've got a lot of space on this side over here. So yep, ample opportunity to make some cool stuff here. It's surrounded by a good variety of biomes. You've got a plains biome there, roofed forest here, a nice river going through, taiga biome, mountain biome, well, taiga forest biome. Yeah, right. Next point of interest. Right, so I did say I wasn't going to show the mushroom biome just because we've seen enough of those before, but according to my notes, there's a pretty cool crater somewhere here, which might make for some interesting builds. So let me try and find that real quick. I think it should be somewhere on... No, where's the crater? There's no crater. There, wait. Oh, okay. there we go, there we go. There's like this big little cave going down here, so that might be an interesting place for you guys to build something. Yeah, it's a sealed crater. You've got a nice light source, or death source rather, whatever it may be, but yeah, this is a nice spot to build. Like, imagine building something spherical over there, right? And then just using the lava as like a light source in the back, seal it out so you have something cool to build on. And what a great view outside as well. So, well, it's a decent mushroom biome. Off to the next point. By the way, I've actually already featured this seed before in one of my videos. It's the top 10 intimidating seeds video, but I only showcased one part of the seed there. There's so much more to it, so, well, it deserves its own full review. So anyway, here we have our double witch hut. It's just good to know where it is. Coordinates on the top left of your screen, of course. That's the first witch hut. I am having trouble finding the second one. It should be within sight since it's only 200 blocks within each other, but my eyes are failing me. Oh, I see it, I see it. Okay, this is witch hut number 1, and if we just fly that way, that is witch hut number 2. I'll just get to that point real quick just so that you can see the coordinates in case for some reason you can't find it. Right, here's number 2. Okay, so this was the part that I actually reviewed on my last seed. It was the only part that I actually reviewed, and I actually really like this town. There's something unique about it. I have never seen a village so ravaged by mine shafts, and not even in a neat way. It's just scattered all over the place. You've got mine shafts over here. You've got mine shafts going under someone's house. You've got mine shafts going under someone else's house. You've got mine shafts just sticking out of nowhere as well, and you've also got, well, it's mostly mine shafts, but let's not take away from the fact that this is a pretty neat village. You got like these this farmland here glitching into the mushroom bits there. Let's not also take away from the fact that it is also an awesome village as it is situated across multiple biomes. You've got your roof forest biome over here, you've got savanna behind it and plains behind it as well. You've got a strip of desert going all the way towards that side over there, and you've got your super rare badlands biome behind it as well. It's still an awesome village, however you may put it, and a nice little detail over here is that we have something that you can't actually generate on your own. What's that guy doing down there? So, rail tracks, right? Rail tracks. You can put them on top of sand, but they break. Well, you can put them on top of blocks. For example, you can put them on top of blocks like so, but you can't really make them float, yeah, like those ones there, even if you tried. So, for example, if I put rail blocks here, if I break the blocks underneath, so goes the rail. So this is something that you cannot reproduce in Minecraft unless I'm missing something, and it makes for a great trap. You try and walk through and you actually fall down. There's some loot over here as well. There's, well, since it's so ravaged with chests and shafts everywhere, you're bound to find quite a few pieces of loot here. I do believe there were some diamonds on my earlier search on this seed. Can I still find it? Name tag there. I gotta say, it's pretty rare to find a god tier seed which has so many cool features. It's one of the reasons why I put this last. It might not be the most beautiful compared to some of the other stuff. It might not have the most unique things that spawn, but as an overall package, this is probably the best seed on the video so far. So here on these coordinates, we do have a very nice Taiga Village. It has a shipwreck that is overground, which you can restore, which makes it sort of like a coastal village with a ship that's ready to embark. You've got these floating pieces of islands here. It's floating because like it's actually on top of seawater, and the land only generated because the structures did. Now this Taiga Village is also adjacent to a jungle biome over here, which makes it even more rare. Again, you'll get different kinds of villagers from that, and it's also adjacent to the giant tree taiga biome, which is also a rare biome. So you've got 2 rare biomes in one, packaged with a good looking village with a shipwreck that you can restore and, well, just make awesome stuff out of it. Also, some of the houses also generated inside the giant tree taiga biome as well. There is an overabundance of ocean monuments in this seed, but I like the one on this location here just because it's close to a lot of pieces of land, meaning if you get into trouble, you can always run to one of the islands and hopefully get some safety. Hopefully, does not always work. So back to our map, which oddly looks like a Nat Geo border. Hope I don't get sued for that. This stronghold here, as mentioned earlier, piques my interest. It might be exposed. Let's have a look. Okay, let's dive straight down. I can already see it. There it is. There it is. Oh, wow. Holy cow. Right. This is totally exposed. This might be the most exposed one I've seen so far. Look, it's so high above seawater. I mean, above the water surface? No, the ocean bottom surface. It's floating so high. Check that out. Right. Hopefully we can find the end portal room somewhere. Let's just go around it a little bit. This is massive. I mean, if the end portal room is out here, you'll notice because there's windows on them. Well, there's also mine shafts along with the stronghold, so that might get things a little bit more complicated. Still haven't found it. Oh, wait a sec. There it is. There it is. Jackpot. Check that out. That is so exposed. It's like, look how far that is from the bottom of the ocean. That's like 4 blocks high, and there we go. That is the end portal room. Stingy as usual, no eye offenders, but well, there you have it. Nice. This seed has gone from good to better. Now, there's still one last thing to show you. The spawn is amazing. All right, I died. I'm gonna respawn. Okay, this is spawn location, guys, and check this out. This is where you spawn. Along with all the things on that seed, it just can't get any better. You have this desert village right by a jungle biome, right by a badlands biome, in a god tier seed with all the features that I've already shown you earlier. I love this seed. It was really hard to find this one, I'll be honest with you. So you've got a lot of the desert structures inside the jungle biome, which of course makes things so much cooler. I love it. Okay, that is a desert villager, unfortunately. So I'm thinking in Java Edition, you just can't get naturally spawned villagers of other types other than the actual ones that spawn based on the village type. But again, if any of them breed at the right locations, you'll get quite some variety on them. Right, so that sums up this top 5 seeds video. I never hold back on my seed videos, always the best seeds. I hope you guys like it. Do consider subscribing, it would help the channel so much. Thank you for coming over, guys. Do say hi in the comment section below. Hope to see you guys next time. The name's MazBro, signing out. See you guys next time.